read some of it this morning. And, honestly, when I heard that comment in particular, I went, well, why didn't you say that while he was here? It would have solved a lot of the problem. But anyway, I thought on the parts that I heard and saw, I will say, I think it lived up to what it was supposed to be, which was an appreciation of Brady hidden in the, his induction into the Patriots Hall of Fame. It was really Tom Brady appreciation night is really what it was. And I will say that some of the stuff that happened there I thought was pretty cool.
Did you catch it, Dundero?
I watched a good amount of it, more than I thought. It was a little annoying that it was on the same night as the
How'd
game.
You do it?
I was watching the stream before the game came on. It was on for like an hour and a half before the game started.
Oh, I guess so, yeah. Started at 7-ish?
Yeah, 7-ish, and then Belichick was talking a little bit during the game, but then he kept going on and on and on. But my big takeaway was that Belichick, I think that this, and maybe this isn't even associated with the night, I think the best thing that ever happened to Belichick was that Apple TV thing. I think he is now more people got so angry about the way he was portrayed. That ovation he got last night was ridiculous.
That's what I pulled. The only thing I went back, I didn't have enough time. All I decided to watch was the Belichick speech. I wanted to see the Belichick speech. Because I've seen Brady a million different times. I've seen a little less of Bill. And how's Bill going to be in the spot? And I thought his speech was largely boring. But that closing was genuine. So I played it for you there. That's how he closed his speech. And that was a nice moment. But the intro, the pop that he got was, I'll play it for you. It's over 2 minutes. But
I'd play the whole thing. I would.
Go ahead.
Last but not least, Foxborough.
What are we missing right now?
Welcome the greatest head coach of all time.
Thank you.
So that was Deion Branch and Troy Brown introducing. Go ahead, Jimmy. Pop it. Hit it.
Good. Thanks a lot. Hey. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you.
So hold on a second.
Thank you.
So it's like, just stop it. We'll pick it back up. I mean, and it kept going.
Yeah. These are rare.
And this is, fellas, folks, fans, ladies and gentlemen. I don't just mean fellas. He kind of ran your football team into the ground.
Into the ground!
You're 4-13. You're at the bottom of the league. And he kind of ran the thing into the ground. You've had to start over all over the place. Because not only did he draft poorly and sign back, he got selfish and egotistical and nepotistic, and he stopped looking for the best people. He did a lot of wrong things, and you are now in the abyss. You're the odds-on favorite to have the number 1 overall pick. You suck, and he's the reason. Listen to you last night. Good.
Thank you. Thank you. And love you, New England. Love you, Patriot fans. And love Tom Brady. Yeah. Nice, man.
They wouldn't let him talk. They wouldn't let him talk? Go ahead, keep going.
Thank you. Thank you, Patriot Nation. Thank you. Yeah. Tom, it's a lot better reception than we got out in L.A. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Thank you.
Stop. They start chanting. Is it "I love you, Belichick" or What were they chanting?
It was Belichick.
Belichick.
It was just Belichick.
They start chanting his name.
Mm-hmm.
4-13, people. You're at the bottom of the league. You blow.
Yeah, but Felga, it was about the 20 years of the great dynasty. That's what it was about.
So I say that to set it up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because what I really feel is good for you.
Yeah.
Like, he deserves it.
I felt that way too.
It's a great run. That's what you're celebrating. You're celebrating the 20 years. You were celebrating that run with Tom Brady. And so celebrate that, and you're able to separate the two. So, you know what? Pretty good moment.
Yeah, look, that is, and I would say, that's one you'll remember forever. There are things that come along with playing here that are negatives and working here. But there's also a payoff if it's good. And that's it. You don't get that in a lot of places. Like the first thing that popped into my mind was the night they put Orr's number up and he got like a 7-minute ovation or whatever it was at the Garden. That kind of stuff doesn't happen everywhere. It doesn't. And I thought Belichick was a colossal pain in the ass for most of the 20 years. But his performance here was indisputable. And the accomplishment could not be debated. So they didn't get a chance, the fans didn't, to wish him off. I mean, he got fired. It was ugly. So a few months have gone by. They've drafted another kid. He comes back. It was just a chance. It was in that way, it was a Belichick appreciation too.
What do you think, Tondero?
I think it's important for the organization to have a moment like that because if it ends well, if everybody gets the perception like it ended well, I think that helps the legacy of everyone involved. So I understand why it's important for them to produce moments like that. But
that wasn't produced. That was organic.
No, I know it was organic, and he deserves that. I don't mean to be negative about it. He deserves all the flowers he gets, but for me, overall, it was just a lot. It's been a lot lately with the Brady stuff. And
okay, well, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different story. But I do like the fact that they were able to have that and do that and get that on the record.
The Belichick moment. I find it fascinating because, again, I think most people were good with the team firing him. I think over 50% of fans wanted Bill gone. We're done with him. The people that wanted him gone felt strongly about it. There was a lot of anti-Belichick sentiment here over the last couple of years. And it certainly wasn't 100% to nothing, but I think it was over 50% wanted him gone. And the ones that wanted him gone were strong about it. And he did a lot of wrong things, a lot of bad things that put you where you are, which is at the bottom of the league. And yet when it came time to that moment, it's like, well, what are we doing here? We're going to celebrate you for the run because that's what this is about. So I thought that was pretty good and deserved for Belichick. I thought that was pretty cool. But fascinating nonetheless that the fans were able to parse that out. And Patriots fans are able to parse that out. And I think Dundero makes a good point that the documentary really engendered a lot of sympathy for Belichick. Kraft was introduced. He didn't get nearly the reception. In fact, it was kind of tepid, Jimmy, right?
Oh, I would say it was weak.
So Jimmy was there. And the reception for Kraft was...
I would describe it as weak.
It was weak. And Belichick got a 2 minutes where they wouldn't let him talk. So I think that ties into how he was portrayed in that thing, and fans are sympathetic to him.
Yeah, I think they looked at it and probably said, okay, let's not go too far with it now. Like, there was more good than bad. And so, look, if you're a fan of the Patriots, you're a fan of sports, you should get the little goosebumps listening to that thing. I mean, that was, again, that was pretty cool.
Wow,
it was a nice moment.
Yeah, the soft side of Maz there, Dundero.
Well, okay, but don't lash onto that too much because I'll tell you this: I thought Bill kind of milked it at the end, like a little bit. As he could have jumped in and stopped them, and he didn't.
It's fascinating.
Yeah,
this is the guy that drafted N'Keal Harry. Everybody.
Can I just one more thing on that, because I thought this was interesting how throughout the career of Tom Brady, and the leadership obviously was paramount. And you felt like a lot of people, I mean, we heard it in the documentary. What was the quote that Amendola had? We played for Tom, we worked for Bill. I wonder if the fans are sort of inadvertently, or maybe they know what they're doing, but they're kind of following the same lead. Where Brady doesn't have a problem with Bill. Brady never had any hard feelings towards Belichick. So why should we? We're just taking the lead of Tom Brady like all his teammates did.
But that's not the way that was. Of course, there were hard times. But Brady had definitely had some hard feelings for Belichick.
He definitely did.
You don't believe that?
No, I don't. But I'm just saying, since the retirement and the fire, whatever, all he's done is praise Belichick. He said it last night. Yeah. It wasn't you. It wasn't me. It was us. I mean, so he's made it clear that Belichick made significant contributions, which we all think, but it feels good to hear from Brady. It drives the point home.
I just think going through it sucks. If you're Brady, if you're Bill, dealing with it every day, dealing with each other, dealing with the egos, dealing with the flaws, the human quirks, all that blows. It blows. At the end, when it's all over, you can look back on what you accomplished and feel good about it.
So good for the fans that you're able to compartmentalize that thing and separate that thing and parse that out. I think that's pretty cool. Just also know that I think there's business behind all of this too. You're going to be sold things. You're already being sold things.
The T-shirts are nice, Mike.
Oh, God, I don't want to hear about it.
I was going to bring you one, but I know you don't like merch.
Brady's in business with the crafts. You know he is. They could have unveiled the Brady statue last night. They're not going to. They're going to give you another. There's another Brady Day coming up for the statue. Don't you know?
It's 12 feet.
And there's going to you'll be able to buy merch related to that, too. They're in business together.
That'll be on 12/6.
It's going to be no, it's going to be 12. The statue's going to be 12 feet tall and have 6 penises. One for each Super Bowl trophy.
I'm just telling you, you're being sold all this. So this is why, another reason why I think Brady's playing nice with Kraft. They're all playing nice because they're in business together. They're in cahoots. So that's coming too.
If you like that clip, check out more videos from Felger and Maz here. For more Patriots analysis and opinion, hit this playlist. And for all the latest from the Sports Hub, download the app at 985thesportshub.com.